We're on Nedarim Perek Yud Aleph, Mishnah Vav, 6th Mishnah and 11th chapter of Nedarim. In order to understand this Mishnah, we need to introduce it with a little bit of a chart. Okay, so we have learned in Perek Tet Mishnah Vav the principle of Neder shehutar mikzato hutar kulo. That's called Hatarat Nedarim. Hatarat Nedarim means a person takes a neder, the neder is chal, but then he realizes that this neder is going to have really strong negative implications on his life. So he goes to the Chacham and says, this is terrible, I didn't know it would ruin my family life. Without ice cream, we just can't get along anymore. We used to go on dates for ice cream. Terrible, terrible. So that's called Hatarat Nedarim. And Rabbi Akiva Paskin, you look back in Perek Tet Mishnah Vav, Neder shutar mikzato hutar kulo. I took a neder on ice cream, and I didn't realize my wife loves chocolate ice cream. So he says, and I didn't mean chocolate. I meant other ice cream, but I didn't mean chocolate. Neder shutar mikzato hutar kulo. So Rabbi Akiva says, if you're matir part of it, you're matir all of it. That's hatara. Okay. Now, in our Mishnayot, in this chapter, we're talking about a different case. Not the hatara of a chacham, okay, but, right, we're talking about kiyum of an av or baal, right? Again, we're talking about kiyum of an av or baal or hafara of an av or baal, right? The father or the husband, when they find out about their wife or daughter making a neder, either is mikayem, yes, I agree, that neder should be chal, or mefer, he annuls it. Okay, so do we hold, what happens if the daughter says, or the wife says, no more ice cream in this family, we're not having any more ice cream. And the father says, you're right, we're all too fat, except for Ben and Jerry's, the Toffee Crunch. I love Toffee Crunch, we're not getting rid of that. Okay, so do we say, neder shekia mikzato kiem kulo, or no, right? So meaning if he says yes to all of it, then all of it is chal, or the same thing around. He says, no, that neder is not chal on Toffee Crunch. Or neder shehufar mikzato hufar kulo. Or do we say no? Do we say what neder shekia mikzato or masha hefer? So he has the right to annul or be mikayem in a partial way. That's, as you can see, a huge machloket. Rabbi Akiva says neder shekia mikzato kiem kulo. Neder shehufar mikzato hufar kulo. It's all or nothing. That you can't do one or the other. Whereas we're going to see in our Mishnah, a different opinion. Says the Mishnah, Amra, that's a big introduction, but now it should be pretty clear. Amra, konam te'enim va'anavim elu she'eni to'emet. I'm not going to have any figs or grapes. So he says, kiyem le'te'enim kulo kayam. If the husband says, yes, figs, then kulo kayam. But hefer le'te'enim, but if he says, no figs, the figs are not, we are a fig family. Eino mufar, Achiafer afla anavim. Then it's not masha neder shehufar mikzato hufar kulo. The neder is not mufar. So it's really interesting. Okay, the language of the Bar Tunur is interestingly masha hefer, masha lo hefer. Okay, that's one second. One second. One second. Eino. One second. Lo hufar kulo. I'm sorry, my bad. Those are totally different things. Eino mufar, Rabbi Ishmael says. Let's look at the Bar Tunura for 1 second. Now that I see it, let's look at the Bar Tunura. Okay? Kiem l'te'enim, kiem kulo. Ta'ima dichtiv isha yekimenu, yakim mimenu, kishiyakayem mikzato, kayam kulo. Aval yifirenu, but if he's mefer, eino mufar ad shefer kulo. So Rabbi Ishmael says, not that masha yefer, but it's eino mufar ad sheyefer kulo. Meaning, if he says, I accept the ice cream neder, but not on this, it's not mufar. Ad sheyefer kulo. The neder, that hafara is not a hafara. That's Rabbi Yishmael. Okay? That's what the Mishnah, let's go back to the Mishnah. Hefer l'te'enim, eino mufar ad sheyefer afla anavim. He has to be mefer the whole thing. Otherwise, it's not a hafara at all, and I guess the neder is chal on the whole thing. Okay? But, she says, Amra konam te'enim, so that's the position of Rabbi Ishmael. The Bar Tunura adds, ve'ena halacha. That's the very yachid. The Gemara is based on the Gemara. Halacha kechachamim shomrim makish hakama lehafara. Okay, we have a comparison of hakama lehafara. Ma hafara, masha hefer, o masha lo hefer. What he was mefer, and what he was not. Av hakama mashakiyem kiyem, umashakiyem lo kiyem. So in the Chachamim say masha hefer hefer, masha lo hefer lo hefer, and what masha kiyem kiyem, masha lo kiyem lo kiyem. It's beyond the scope of this Mishnah. I think those are two different things. Eino mufarad shefer kulo, where the Chachamim say you can have a partial hafara. So it's really interesting. Can you have can you annul part of it or not annul part of it? Can you be mekayem part of it or not? Or can you say yes? When you're mefir, when you're mekayem, you can divide like a palgina dibur. You can divide and say I accept part of her neder and I don't accept another part of her neder. Now the example I gave is not the same in the Mishnah. The Mishnah she says two things: zaitim and anavim. Right? And in the example I gave, she says all ice cream, and the husband excludes part. That's probably a huge machloket among the Bishonim. I don't know. So maybe you could say that in my case, can a husband divide out like a partial veto? That's a really interesting question for constitutionalists, far beyond the scope of our learning. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.